premise, I would assume, of this surtax is to take from those of higher means and redistribute that to folks of lower means who may need it more. So with that as a backdrop, we wouldn't want the surtax to apply to what would be maybe one-time milestone events where people are trying to accumulate wealth through home ownership or otherwise. You know, to me, maybe that would be unintentional, but as written, it would apply to that. But that gets to something that I've been saying since this has been floated, is as a tax practitioner, I do not think it is good tax administration to have a tax provision etched in stone in the Constitution. If it is decided that we're going to move forward with the graduated tax, so be it, but it should be done, in my opinion, a little more clean. So we have Article 44 of the Mass Constitution, which says you need effectively uniform rates. That needs to be repealed to have a graduated tax. So repeal that and then put the actual tax provision, 4% tax on income over $1 million in the personal income tax regime. That is Chapter 62 of the Mass General Laws. That's where all the other tax provisions are. The reason being is that when you have a tax change, there are these unintended consequences. As it's making its way through the tax returns and fact patterns, you typically have a technical corrections bill. Okay? So you would enact something in July, it would be retroactive to January 1st. There's some unintended consequences. You hope to have a special session in November, technical corrections bill, which applies back to January 1st, it's corrected. That's typically how it's done. If we etch this in constitutional stone, and there's these unintended consequences, you can't just amend the Constitution. It could take 4 years. So if it goes forward, and that is the decision, I feel as if we should think about how this is put within our laws and really think about having it as a provision versus a constitutional provision because of those unintended consequences.
So what you're saying